The address man.
He had a strange hobby. He loved to memorize addresses. He couldn't help it. Whenever he saw a map, he felt the urge to study it until he knew all the addresses by heart. His room was full of maps that he read every now and then. He knew the names of every street, every building, every corner in the city. He could tell you the exact location of any place you asked him. He was the address man. But his hobby came at a price. People couldn't understand his passion for memorizing addresses. They thought he was weird, boring, or even creepy. They avoided him, mocked him, or ignored him. He had no friends, no family, no one to talk to. He lived all by himself, spending his days memorizing addresses. He was lonely, sad, and unhappy. He wished he could find someone who shared his interest, someone who appreciated his skill, someone who cared about him. He tried to look for them, but he didn't know where to start. He didn't know how to make conversation, how to be social, how to be normal. He felt out of place, out of touch, out of luck. He wondered if there was a point to his hobby, to his life. He wondered if he was wasting his time, his memory, his potential. He wondered if he would ever find happiness, love, or meaning. He wondered if he would ever stop wondering. He was the address man, and he had no address of his own. One day, he decided to do something different. He took one of his maps and folded it into a paper plane. He wrote his name and phone number on it, along with a message, "I'm looking for a friend who likes addresses. If you are interested, please call me." He threw the plane out of his window, hoping it would reach someone who would understand him. The plane flew in the air, carried by the wind. It soared over the buildings, the streets, the corners. It passed by many people, but none of them noticed it. It seemed like it was destined to be lost, just like the address man. But then, something unexpected happened. The plane landed on the windshield of a car that was parked outside a bookstore. The driver of the car was a woman who loved to read books. She had a curious mind and a kind heart. She saw the plane and picked it up. She read the message and smiled. She thought it was a clever and cute way to find a friend. She took out her phone and dialed the number. The address man heard his phone ring. He was surprised, as he rarely received any calls. He answered it, feeling nervous and excited. "Hello," he said. "Hi, this is Anna. I found your paper plane. I think it's very cool that you like addresses. I like books. Do you want to be friends?" she said. The address man couldn't believe his ears. He felt a surge of joy and relief. He finally found someone who was interested in him, someone who wanted to be friends with him, someone who cared about him. Yes, I do. Thank you for calling me." "Where are you?" he said. "I'm at the bookstore at 123, on Main Street." "Do you know where that is?" she said. "Of course I do." That's one of my favorite addresses. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Wait for me, please, he said. Okay, I'll wait for you. See you soon, friend, she said. They hung up the phone. The address man grabbed his jacket and ran out of his door. He felt a new sense of hope, happiness, and meaning. He was going to meet his first friend, his first address of his own. He was the address man, and he had found his destination.
Thank you for listening to English Audio Lounge. We hope you have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more audio stories to improve your listening.